Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing good. Children, as you all are aware that in yesterday's class we had started a chapter 15, that is patterns. So children, in that we have done introduction of patterns in square numbers. After that children, we have done from question 1 to 5 in exercise 15.1, and we have seen how we will find square numbers before or after that given numbers. So children, now I am going to start with question number 6, that is use shortcut to find the solution of given questions. Now question number 6, I will start today. Question number 6 is use shortcuts to find a part. So here we are going to understand this one by one, how we are going to find it out. A part is 11 multiplied by 11 minus 10 multiplied by 10. So here children, in yesterday's class we have done different properties related to square number, and in that only we have seen how we will find solution of this. So I'll make you recall all those properties. One of that property is when you have to find solution, means solution of square of one number minus square of second number. So here the shortcut is 11 into 11 minus 10 into 10. So here you are going to multiply 2 by the smaller number, that is 10 plus 1, and that will be your answer among the difference of square of these two numbers. Also, so here we will get 20 plus 1 and the answer is 21. So what is the difference between the square of these two numbers? That is 21. If you will solve in other way, then also you will be getting 21 only. See, here the square of 11 is 121 minus 100. You will be getting 21 only. But this is the shortcut method to find difference between any two square number. This is the smallest way to find it out, square of difference among the square of two numbers. So now children, what we will do next? B part. Again, I hope that is understood by you all. B part, will start with the B part. What is given here in B part? Again, you have been given, see children, when we will talk about smaller number, then it's quite easy to find it out. But when you have been given with a bigger number, then what you are going to do it? In that case, that will be more useful. So what we will do here, B part, like 25 multiplied by 25 minus 24 multiplied by 24. Now in this case children, if you have to find it out difference between these two square numbers, then there is a huge problem for you all, that how we will find it out difference between these two numbers. So in that case only, that method, that is properties or the shortcut which we have formed, that is quite useful. So what we will do here, 25 multiplied by 25 minus 24 multiplied by 24, which will be equal to 2 will be multiplied by 24 plus 1. So 2 into 24, that will become 48 plus 1, and here you will be getting the answer 49. So this is the shortcut method. This is the shortcut method to find it out. This is the shortcut method plus 1. So we will be getting 49. So this is the shortcut method to find it out, the solution of this. C part, one more part we'll see. Let's see one more part. See all these questions, in all these questions I am using that one method only. 2 will be multiplied by the smaller number. After that I am using that, how to find that difference between two square numbers. Now see part 139 multiplied by 139 minus 138 multiplied by 138. So what we are going to do it here? Again we are going to write it that same only. So 2 will be multiplied by the smaller number 138, the smaller number 138 plus 1 plus 1. 2 8s are 16, 2 3s are 6, 7, 2 1s are 2 plus 1. So here you will be getting 277. That will become 277. That will become difference among the given two square numbers. Or here only you can write in that only 277. So that is your question number 6, in which we use shortcut to find it out, difference between two square numbers. Now question number 7, that is complete the following. Again you have been given with a series of questions like 100 minus 81, that is 19, 81 minus 64, that is 17, 64 minus 49, that is 15, and keep on reducing that. Complete the following, we'll see how we will find it out, the solution in that case. So let's start that. Question number 7. Question number 7. We'll start that question number 7. Now question number 7 is complete the following. Question number 7 is complete the following. Complete the following. A part. What is that A part? A part is 100 minus 81. 100 minus 81 is equals to, that will be equal to 19. 100 minus 81, that will be equal to 19. What is given to you? 100 minus 81, that will be equal to 90. So, and after that 81 minus 64, that will be equal to 17, and 64 minus 49, that will be equal to 15. That series of number 100 minus 81, that will be equal to 19. Then you will be having 81 minus 64, that will be equal to 17. 64 minus 49, that will be equal to 15. Now next is 49 minus 36. This 100 is this blank is given to you on. 49 minus 36, that will become 13. And the next one more blank is given to you all. What will be the answer over there? That will be 36 minus 25, and the difference will be 11. So that is there only. That is there only. That you have to find it out, difference between square of 10 minus square of 9, that is 19. 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5. 1 isn't called continuation. See this part is continuation. Isn't continuation. The last number will be remain same. So that will be in continuation. So that you will see. And now what we will do next? What we will do next? Next is B part of this question number 7. So children, what we have seen in this question, that complete the following. 100 minus 81 means here square of 10 minus square of 9, you will be getting 19. Square of 9, then you are subtracting a square of 8, you will be getting 17. Square of 8 minus square of 7, you will be getting 15. Square of 7 and square of 6, you will be getting 13 here, and then square of 6 minus square of 5, you will be getting 11 over here. So what we have seen in this question we have understood that how we will find it out if a given property or if a property or a given series will be given for completion. So here we are going to see B part of the same question, question number 7 of exercise 15.1. Now B part is what? B part is 4 multiplied by 4. So what we are getting here, that will be adding 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. Now the next series is 5 multiplied by 5. So here I am going to write this number 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 4, 3, 2 and 1. Now we'll come to next 6 multiplied by 6. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6. Then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So here children, what you have understood in this question? See this question? Okay. Now what do you understood in this question? In this question what is given here? In this question you have been given with that here whatever number will be given here, the product of two numbers or two square numbers, and then you have been asked that how we can write this sum by using that number that is related to your sum of this series. Now that question number 7 is complete the following. In that we are supposed to do the next one. So if here we will be having 6 into 6, then we are going to take next 7 into 7. Now here we have followed in this series that if 7 is there, I have to write this 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 up to 7, and then back counting 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. Then next that will be 8 into 8. Again 1 to 8. You have to write then 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Similarly, in the beginning also 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So what do we understood here? That if here you will be given with 8 into 8, you are going to write up to 8 directly and then you will subtract it. So children, now what we will see here, C part, again C part, sum of a square number and an odd number, you will be getting the next number. Then second square number plus one odd number, you will be getting the next odd number, next square number. So that series. Now question 7 is related to following that series only. You will follow that series and then you will find the answer. So that is your C part. Let's see how we will do that C part, and then we will come to yes, we'll come to next, that is question number 8. Now C part is 25 plus 11. We will be getting 36. Then 36 plus 13. You will be getting 49. 49 plus 15. You will be getting 64. Now 64 plus what I will add here, because here this number which you will get it as a result in the previous number, that will come in front, plus an odd number, then that will become 81. 81 plus 19, that will become 100. So these two are the blanks which is given in your book. Fine. So what we are doing here, one square number, then one odd number, then this total you will be getting, then 36 plus the other next odd number, that is 13, 49, 49 plus next odd number, that is 15, then you will be getting 64. So this series will be following in all. So children, that series you are going to do it. Now D part you will do it yourself. Now question number 8. Question number 8 is what? Which of the following may be a square number? So you have been given with different numbers and you have to tell me that which of the following may be a square number. Square number means like 625. How you will be able to know that which number is your square number? So that is what, which of the following is your square number? Let's see, 625, that is, yes, that is a square number, because that will be, that is a square number of 25. Now we'll come to next B part, 143. 143, so that is not a square number. 143 is not a square number. 143 is not a square number. And 324, yes, 324, is it a square number? So that you have to generally find it out, nothing else. Now question number 9, find all square number between 60 and 120. 60 and 120. Well, start with 60. After 60 we will be having 64. Square numbers will be in your copy, you will write down square numbers, then square numbers. So now square numbers between 60 and 120 is, first is 64, then we will be having the next one, that is your 81, then 100, and these three only will come between 60 to 120. So children, that is a necessity that when we are doing square numbers, you must be knowing the square numbers of first 10 natural numbers. Square numbers means when 1 will be multiplied by 1, what you are getting, that is 1. When 2 will be multiplied by 2, what you are getting, 4. So that is there. Now question number 10. This is only your answer of question number 9. Question number 10. Which is the least number will be added in 250 to get that? Now least number which will be added in 250. Actually 250, before that 250 we will be having 225, and after that 256. So therefore, how you will write down in your copy, that I will tell you just now, and in that way only you will write down in your copy. Question number 10. Question number 10. Smallest only this line you will write in that answer. So that is more than sufficient. Now we'll do next what we will do. With this we have finished our exercise 15.1. Now children, we will start with triangular numbers today. Now as square numbers are those numbers which can be written in the form or which can be drawn in the form of square, just like that triangular numbers are those numbers by which we can draw a triangle. So here I will say that like 1. 1 can be taken any shape. Now 3. Yes, 3 can be drawn in the form of triangle. Then 5. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So this 5 can also drawn in the shape of triangle. So like that we'll do it 1, then 3, then 5, then 7 and then so on. So these numbers 1, 3 and then 6. 1, 3 and then 6. The numbers which can be drawn in the form of triangle. So that will become 6 and then we will be having 10 which can be drawn in the form of triangle. 4, 3, 7 and then these 2. So that will become 10. So that is your triangular numbers. Triangular numbers are those numbers which can be drawn in the form of triangle. So now children, here you don't need to learn a lot in that triangular numbers. Only that Pascal triangle is also there. So that we will see in the exercise. Now we'll start with the examples that find the next triangular number. So how we can find the next triangular number? Here we are going to follow that series. So we'll do that example 1, triangular number, and example 1. Example is what? Find the next triangular number. Find the next triangular number. Find the next triangular number. Now what is given to you? You have been given with that 36, then 45, then what else you have to find it out. So how we will do this solution? See, this kind of a question will come in the exercise also. That example 1, find the next triangular number, that is 36 and 45. So how we will find it out with that? Find the next triangular number 36 and 45. 36 and 45. So here first of all, a difference between, what is the difference between 45 minus 36? That is 9. Difference between 45 and 36, that is 9. Now, next triangular number will be obtained by adding 10 in the previous number. Because the difference is 9, it means 9 will be added to get that 45. So now we are going to add 10. So now next triangular number, therefore next triangular number will be obtained when you will obtain the next triangular number, when 10 will be added by adding 10 to 45. Therefore next triangular number is 45 plus 10. That will be equal to 55. 45 plus 10, that will be equal to 55. So that is your 55. 45 plus 10, that will be equal to 55. Now children, example 2. In this way you can find it out any triangular number. If you have been given with a series, you can find it out any triangular number. Now example 2, that is given 21 coins of the same denomination and how you will arrange it into two ways. So that is another, that is your practical problem, how coins can be arranged and all. So children, now we'll do here example 3. So example 3 is very important, that write the fifth triangular number. Many times it is given to you that write the fifth triangular number, or sometime it is given write the 10th triangular number, or write the 15th triangular number. Then how will you find it out? The method is quite simple here. Example 3, write the fifth triangular number. Fifth triangular number. Fifth triangular number. So how will you find it out? Now the fifth triangular number is equal to, how can you find it out, the fifth triangular number? Now fifth triangular number is equals to fifth triangular number is equals to, fifth triangular number is equals to 5. Then 1 will be added in that will be divided by 2. So this will become your fifth triangular number. That is 15. 15 is the fifth triangular number. What do you understand here? Nothing you have to think about it. Just add 1 in the given number and then divided by 2. Let's say if you have to find 10th triangular number. 10th triangular number. So what you will do it? That will become 10 multiplied by 11 by 2. 2 5s are 10, 55. So like this you can find it out any triangular number. Fine? That is whatever number fifth. So 5 plus 1, that will become n plus 1 divided by 2. That is the generalization of that formula, n plus 1 divided by 2. n plus 1 divided by 2. And this will be used to find any triangular formula. So that is there in example 3. I hope that example 3 is quite clear to you all. In this way you can find it out any triangular number. If I will give you that, find 38th triangular number, find 50th triangular number, that also you can find it out easily. So children, in today's class we have done so many concepts. The concept of square number, few questions related to square number, and how we will find out the series that we have done. So now children, I am going to, and then after that we have done this triangular number also. Now I am going to finish the class here, and tomorrow we will do exercise that is 15.2, that is related to triangular number, and we will see how we can find out that triangular number in the pattern and different patterns, and after that we will come to that tiling pattern and different patterns we will see. So here I am going to finish the class. I hope the concept which I have taught, that is understood by you all. So that's all for today children.